All right, y'all. So let's talk about the comparison phase. So you've gotten through phase one, which is being identified. You've gotten through phase two, which is being evaluated. But you have to understand that in this process, there are a ton of athletes that we've looked at that fit what we want, right? And so if you make it through that phase, it's the comparison phase, like good for you. But also know this is probably one of the hardest phases possible because you begin to build relationships. You've found an interest in the school. You really, really want to be there. But right now, what we have to do now is compare you to other people in your class, in your position. So this becomes one of the hardest parts of the process. So this is where the intangible things come in when we're recruiting. So the attitude, the effort, like how does your personality fit into our program, right? How does your parents fit into our program? What are your academics? Can you academically afford a little bit more money because you're able to get academic money versus not, right? Also, what happens in this phase is really important is the relationship that we have with your travel organization. When we have good relationships with the travel organization, we have a rapport with them. So we do know over time that they are not going to send us athletes that are not going to be good for our program because we've learned from a track record. So sometimes there's an advantage to being a part of an organization that does have the relationship with coaches. But this is, again, one of the hardest parts of the process, right? But it's doable. You just have to understand what are my intangible things that make me stand out so that coaches want to recruit me to come to their program and then give me the offer. Make sense? All right. Hope that helps y'all. Talk to you later. Peace.